Welcome back, students, to the second half of the poem The Inchcape Rock. I'm on page 106 of the textbook. If you remember, we had stopped at the point where Sir Ralph feels quite satisfied after having cut the Inchcape bell, and it has gone down the sea. Moving on, Sir Ralph the rover sailed away. He scoured the seas for many a day, and now grown rich with plundered store, he steers his course for Scotland's shore. So Ralph has sailed away and he has been on a long voyage. He has scored meaning he has travelled across various places, crossed so many seas for many a days. And then now he has grown rich. He is a pirate, so he would loot many ships coming across, and he has made a lot of money, wealth. Okay, so now he is coming back. He steers his course for Scotland's shore. Now he has directed his ship back to Scotland. Then what happens? So thick a haze overspread the sky, they cannot see the sun on high. The wind had blown a gale all day, at evening it had died away. So you see, on the return journey, the sky is filled with mist. So as a result of that, it has reduced the visibility. They cannot see properly. So such that the sun cannot be seen. So it is covered with so much heavy mist. And to make it worse, even there is a wind. The wind had blown a gale. So there is strong winds blowing throughout the day. So it's misty and there is a strong wind blowing all through the day. And by evening, it had all subsided. It had died away. Next stanza. On the deck, the rover takes his stand. So dark it is, they see no land. Quoth Sir Ralph, it will be lighter soon, for there is a dawn of the rising moon. So he's standing on the deck, and Sir Ralph is there. He's looking into far away. He can see no sign of any land. Okay, so Sir Ralph is saying to himself that it will be lighter soon. So very soon the moon is going to come up. So there will be light. It won't be as dark as it is right now. Next stanza. Canst hear, said one, the breakers roar, for methinks we should be near the shore. Now where we are I cannot tell, but I wish I could hear the Inchcape bell. Canst hear, he says, I cannot hear even the breakers roar. The breakers roar is the large wave, which comes near the when you are close to the shore. The large waves with bubbles, whitish bubbles. So you cannot, they make sounds. So you cannot hear those breakers roar. For methinks meaning I think we should be near the shore. So he assumes that they were somewhere close to the shore. But then he's not, he's just assuming, but then he's not quite sure, because I cannot tell, but I wish. Deep down, now he realizes what a big mistake he has done by just cutting off the Inchcape bell. Okay, but I wish. But then what's the point in regretting now? Next stanza. They hear no sound, the swell is strong. Though the wind hath fallen, they drift along, till the vessel strikes with a shivering shock. O Christ, it is the Inchcape rock. So now, since the bell is no more there hung, they could not hear the sound. Okay, if the bell would have been there, it would have given the warning, given the indication that there is danger lying ahead, because the swell was there. The sea was quite rough, it was high tide, and the bell would have started ringing if had it been there. But then the wind had fallen. There was no wind by then, but they kept on drifting. That means they kept on moving ahead till, since they could not hear the sound, they could not see the rock because there's high tide. The vessel, that's the ship, has gone and struck against. It gets a jolt. It gets a big shock. Okay. So now they have realized that they have gone and banged against the Inchcape rock. Now there is no point. Once you go and hit across, everything is just going to collapse. Now Sir Ralph the rover tore his hair. He cursed himself in his despair. The waves rush on every side. The ship is sinking beneath the tide. Now, what's the point in regretting and tearing his hair? So he's like become very desperate, not knowing what to do, because he knew that this is his end. He cursed himself. When you do something wrong, he had, there is always one thing you have to remember, that there is a divine power that takes care of the goodness, and whoever does the crime or the wrong whoever does the wrong will always get punished in the end. So evil person definitely has to pay his price. So now it was the time for him to pay the price. The waves had, all the water must have started gushing inside the ship, and the ship has started to sink. But even in his dying fear, one dreadful sound could the rover hear, a sound as if with the Inchcape bell the devil below was ringing his knell. So now, he knew that his end is quite sure. It was near. He heard the fearful sound, right? So he has heard the fearful sound of the bell ringing, and this has resembled the sound of the Inchcape bell. So now he knew that it is the Inchcape bell ringing, but at the same time it's like the devil below is ringing his knell. So he knew that his death is quite near, and it is the knell, is a bell which is rung at the time of the person's death or funeral. So he knew that he had dug the pit for himself. So the wrongdoing, the person who does the wrong deed always gets punished. So one must always remember this before doing something wrong, that everything is taken into account, everything is being watched over by God. So this is all about the story of Aberbrothock, the Inchcape Rock, a very famous poem. Okay, I hope you must have understood this poem. Thank you.